Significant. Our topic this week is the will to challenge for business and community development. And sometimes we have to really take it slow within ourselves and say it really so we can feel it. The will to challenge for business and community development. It starts out with your will. What is your intense, strong desire? What do you have the desire for? What do you want? What is it that is inspiring you to do, to be, and most importantly, what do you want to have? That is the will. Too often we want to jump in the operational mode or jump in the colloquial expression mode of what something is or says rather than feel actually what it is saying. The will to challenge. Do we have the will? Do we have the desire? Do we have the want? Do we have the aspirations to do what? Challenge the things that undermine our business and community development. Do we have the will to challenge the things that undermine our business and community development? That is where we need to be. That is where we need to go. And that has to be our aim and aspiration. Are we pursuing our course for the purpose of feeling better? Or are we pursuing our course to manifest what we desire as a people? Because feeling better is like first aid. Creating a life and a lifestyle and a community that we want is healing. And we have been put on the treadmill of feeling better so much, so long, till it has become a lifestyle that we actually forgot we was trying to heal. We were trying to get better. We was trying to manifest a lifestyle that reflects our desires. We have been pursuing feeling better so long, we have stopped raising the question of what we want. What is our desires? What is our aspirations? What does the world look like to us from our vantage point? And can we pursue and do we have the will to make that become manifest? That is our thesis sentence that we must operate from. We must move out of just feeling better, because feeling better is like first aid. And what is first aid? First aid is the immediate and temporary care given to a victim of an accident or a sudden illness until the services of a doctor can be obtained. And we've gotten wrapped into and aimed at and focused on and directed toward first aid so much that we forgot we was actually trying to get better. And that has been the game. That has been the dichotomy. That has been the challenge for us to step off of and step away from. We are trying to manifest and reflect a life that represents our desires, our aspirations, our need, our homeland, our development, our image of what wealth and poverty and prosperity and growth and education and development is. We have gotten so into first aid that we don't raise that question to ourselves anymore. We've got to come from under the basement. We've got to stand up like men and women. We've got to get clear on what it is we want and demand of ourselves and then the environment those things that represent and reflect our ideals and our aspirations. Over to you, Dr. J. Cox. We'd like to thank you for calling in to today's morning inspirational message. It is our desire that you begin to look at, that you begin to feel what it is you want, that you begin to take homage in believing that you can have it. It is our desire that we begin to raise the questions of, can we exert our will and take the challenge to create the things that we want in our business and community development? We'd like to thank you for calling into this message. We also want you to call a friend, call a family member. Begin to discuss what you have heard. Begin to discuss your aspirations. Begin to discuss your desires. Begin to discuss the changes that you feel we can make to manifest a world that represents and reflects who we are and what we are. Let's restore our health. Let's restore our dreams. Let's recreate a world that reflects our ideas and aspirations and take on the challenge to make that manifest. Log into our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. Leave a message. Leave your concerns. Leave your comments. Reflect and represent your desires and aspirations. The beauty of this medium is you can revisit this message. You can assess what you feel. You can begin to have dialogue about what you feel. It is so important for us to realize that what we see many times just isn't so. And we have to create from the inside rather than stare at the outside to make the things that we want manifest. We look forward to bringing you this message of optimism. Why? Because we can make that happen. Positive expectations. Why? Because what you believe, be it good or bad, is what you're going to attract and what you're going to create. So when you have positive expectations and optimism, you create a world that represents and reflects that beauty, that growth, that joy, and that energy. Prosperity and development will abound when you begin to see and feel the world in that context. Have a great and fantastic day. And go out and make your life free. Make it happy and make it fulfilled. Radiate growth, development, and light. And touch those around you and spawn that kind of light. Give that kind of ignition. Give that kind of energy. Tap that current in them so they can light up and bloom and grow and blossom. This is your friend and brother, Brother Tambuzi, saying, have a great day and we'll see you next time.